Those of you who know me know that I have consumed cannabis most of my adult life. But a year ago marks a significant point in my life when recreational use turned to medicinal use. And so I began my journey as a cannabis advocate. 1 year ago today, I was sitting in the ER waiting to be seen by a doctor. My legs had swollen up, and there was this terrible rash on my body. It would not go away, just kept getting worse. 8 hours later, they decided to admit me and gave me heavy narcotics for pain. Then soon after, the doctors gave me my diagnosis. I had chronic kidney disease caused by HIV. In that moment, my life flashed before my eyes, and it was really hard for me to fight back the tears. At the time, my kidneys were functioning at 2.9. Kidney failure is 3.0. The HIV was attacking them and weakening my kidneys. A healthy functioning immune system, CD4 count is what it's called, is between 500 and 1500. My count was 219. They explained to me that under 200 is when AIDS has actually taken over your immune system. Last number that is significant is my viral load. This number determines how much of the virus is in a drop of my blood. My viral load at the time was over 400,000. They explained to me that the goal was to get this number under 40, and that would mean that the virus is undetectable in my system. Thank God for my friend Claudia, who came to be with me in the hospital that night, and my cousin Lucia, who calmed me down over the phone. But most of all, thank God for my mother, who arrived the next day and stayed by my side. She is my rock and continues to sacrifice so much for me. The next week that I spent in the hospital was a roller coaster of emotions and physically challenging. I'd lost a lot of weight. I was on a strict diet to help heal my kidneys. When they took me off the OxyContin and replaced it with Tylenol, I went through opioid withdrawal and immediately recognized that I did not want to ever have that feeling again. Laying in the hospital night after night with a sober mind allowed me to reflect and appreciate the opportunity that I've been given, an opportunity to learn from my mistakes and do something with my life that makes a difference for humanity. I was determined to be a healthier me so that I could be God's messenger of grace and forgiveness. My body responded great to the antiretroviral treatment, and by the summer, all my numbers were headed in the right direction. I had a healthy, functioning immune system. My kidneys were functioning better, and the virus was undetectable in my system. While my body healed and I was learning how to heal my spirit and my mind and find my purpose, I've always been a passionate person. But when I actually learned that there was a plant that could help heal my body better than any pharmaceuticals, I became obsessed about it. I had always used cannabis to manage my anxiety, but I had no idea about all the other stuff that it did, like manage pain, kill cancer cells, stop convulsions. And recently, it was proven heavy cannabis use helps fight the HIV virus in the body. When I recognized that I am not the only person on the planet that uses it medicinally, and that it was not fair that the government controls the way I choose to heal my body, I could clearly see what my new purpose would be. I decided to become a soldier in the fight to legalize cannabis, and my weapon of choice is the truth. My new perspective had given me purpose. My mission is not to turn everyone into smoking hippies. My mission is to educate the world on the facts in regards to cannabis. Once you are aware of the truth, you can decide for yourself whether or not the government should be able to control the use of this life-saving plant. I'm in this fight because cannabis saved my life and countless others every day. I'm determined to live as healthy as I can, so I became vegan, and the only pharmaceutical I use is the antiretroviral treatment. I use cannabis to manage my pain from fibroids, anxiety, depression, and its anti-inflammatory properties and immune-boosting properties help my body fight the virus. Got to thank my mom again, because if I didn't have a home or somewhere to come to that had the support, I probably would not be the happier, healthier me. Her prayers, her love, her understanding is the only way I would have gotten through this last year. I'm grateful for my new family, Minorities for Medical Marijuana, Roz, the Green Rush team, Coach, Sharon, countless others. They've guided me through this process so I can be a better advocate. As the Georgia chapter president for Minorities for Medical Marijuana, I enjoy teaching and leading the next generation to be the producers in this cannabis industry and not just the consumers. So, Cannabis Connection World podcast was born in January and intended to be a platform for responsible journalism and a source of relatable stories from people just like me that use cannabis. I think I'm more excited about having the wisdom and the persistence to lead as many of my people in this country and around the world on how to build generational health and wealth using cannabis. We are living in a special time. We were watching this industry happen state by state. Now I'm planning to retire in the cannabis industry by 40 instead of waiting to start dialysis at 40. Join me on this journey. I'm just getting started, y'all. Go to my website, cannabisconnectionworld.com, to learn how you can live a life of health and wealth with cannabis.